Virgo friends, thanks for joining me. I'm David. That's Tarotmylove, and we're doing the singles read, which I'm now going to just call Meet the Soulmate. It's for mid-June. It's a little bit of a special read, put a little energy on them. And I want to mention too, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Consider that, Virgo, if you will, and or want. And always on Wednesdays is Leo Virgo Day here at Tarotmylove, and I'll do the heart spread. That's for if there's someone on your mind. In this reading here, Meet the Soulmate, which is if you're completely single, totally single, utterly single. So here we're going to try to call in your soulmate, at least in the form of getting to have some time to visit with them and see what they're like. And I'm going to try to pull what I can in terms of what they're like and how they think, and maybe some personal history and some stories or something. We'll see what I get here. Get a lot of the astrology. So remember, as I read, the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus comes important. And, I'm going to call out, I'll be kind of specific if I feel it with some of these. And, it's pretty easy nowadays. Astro.com, AstroSeek has a real simple one, .com, Astro Cafe, that kind of thing. You can even look at synastries. I'll show you the basic stuff, which I might talk about too. Sorry for the sound. I gotta get these. Okay. Using the simple Rider-Waite deck, I'll clarify with the Klimt art deck if need be. Very special beach edition today. The butterfly migration. I really should have turned my camera around, try to get those. You can't really see them, I don't think, so much. Maybe, I hope you can, against the sky and the sea, the Gulf of Mexico. So we're pretending that your soulmate's been flying around and can't land because you've been busy doing other people, as it were. And now you're not, and so we'll bring them down. We're going to meet them, and we'll keep in mind as we read this, we're looking at the one's right for you. If we see a 3 of Cups, they're not cheating. You have to meet them first. Give them a minute. Typically, it's not what I'm looking for here, not what I'm going to see. We're asking Spirit directly, name of light and love, so it serves the greatest good, Spirit. We want to see the one that's right, okay, for Virgo here, not the next ex-problem, the next ex-wife, ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, but the right one. It's best for Virgo's greatest good, as you would be for them. And now let's take a look. We're going to look at their intellectual nature. Their emotional nature. Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Pull 8 cards. We're going to look at their intellectual nature. 2 of Pentacles. Wow. 10 of Wands. Sexual and love nature. 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. I'm already curious here. I might need some help with that one. A little bit of wind kicking up, thank God. This is also in their love and sexual nature. Love/sexual nature, 6 of Wands. And this is in what I call core values and lifestyle. The Moon and Judgment. So, 2 major arcana in their core value and lifestyle. So with Judgment there, maybe I'll start with there, or I just want to say, I really like to start with the emotional nature. I tend to look at childhood. Partly I'm trying to see, find your person, so if you meet them, if you talk to them, maybe even a text, you might get the feel, particularly if you can get their time. If it resonates, you want a personal reading, I'm open, let me know. Sometimes it's synastry, because I do astrology too, if you have the times, and there's good programs now for that are free. I'll show you the basics, but I'll throw out what I see. Now with the Ace of Pentacles, why the 5 Pentacles is, I'm still having trouble with that one. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in the emotional position, they had a really good solid childhood. They have really good self-esteem. I think we're looking at a fire moon. It might be an Aries moon because you've got the Ace of Pentacles here too. Yeah, like an Aries moon. Um, with the Ace of Pentacles, emotionally, I wonder if they're not an only child. You might get that. Um, you could ask them. That's easy. Hey, how's about your brothers and sisters? It's often a good way to get to know someone. Anyway, I'll tell you a little trick. uh, don't ask your new person about how their childhood was. Everybody's hip to that now. So if you really want the truth, it's a little manipulative, but not really. You can just say, hey, what was the relationship with your brother so and so or your sister so and so? What was their relationship with like mom and dad? And right there, you kind of get a feel for maybe they're going to probably be more realistic. Oh, my brothers, blah 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 blah. And you kind of back into it with that sometimes. But I got the feeling this could be like an only child, um, and they were been given a lot of support. I mean, you see the hand there supporting them, and Pentacles are really solid. I mean, it's not that much of a stretch, right? And so emotionally, it's just very strong. You know, one thing about Aries Moon is a lot of talk about how rash it is and quick. They are, excuse me, I've been with Aries, not Aries Moon, but it's like a flash, like a theater flash, whoosh, and you're like, holy shit, and then it goes right down, and that's never more so than with an Aries Moon. So the good news is, it's not like a Scorpio moon. They're not going to think about it for 10 years and then uh, kill your girlfriend and frame you for murder so you spend the rest of your life in prison. They're not like that. They're just going to be like, you know, they're going to light your ass up straight up and not any bullshit, not uh, anything toxic. It's just going to be very open and honest with how they feel, get it right out. But I don't see them as being volatile or anything like that. You'd think with this ten of wands here in the intellectual position, under the two of pentacles, there's someone that seems to. I get the feeling like they hold back a lot. I don't know why, but you see it in the sexual energy too. This is a push pull energy with the five of pentacles and the six of wands. This is in their love nature. Now, this is your person. I'd say they're perfect, okay? I'd say they're the only perfect person in the world, but we're looking for someone that's right for you. So really, you start thinking about how does this fit with me, you know? Um, um, I just can't. Let me see if I can clarify clarify their ace of pentacles here. See if I get any idea what's going on. The fool. The ace of pentacles is the fool. It's clarifying it. Whew, look at that card. It's a our deck. I didn't even know this was the full card until I looked at it. Shame. Look at that. Shame. Because you've got the Five of Pentacles here, and I just feel like it doesn't belong here. There's something, like I say, they don't share everything they know. Uh, they feel, I guess, what it is. Well, they may not even kind of know that they feel it. They may have buried something here, come to think of it. But some kind of shame. That's interesting, and it's definitely showing up in the sexual position. Um, so look at this as guidance, okay? It's not like this is a toxic thing. Um, I mean, this could be fairly minor. I think a lot it has to do with the age. You can see in the astrology, the Saturn is all about the maturation when it hits that square, in opposition for the age of reason, the square, and generally adolescence. And when something happens right at those times, I think there can be a strong kind of imprint. It could be as simple as the mom catches him masturbating, in the bathroom, and mom's Catholic or whatever, or just whatever. Mom doesn't handle it in the best way, um, and they have a little thing about that, and some kind of shame. I mean, I don't see it as being like huge. It's not like they're sexually abused or anything. No. Um, but I think it's like also they must. This is where this Two of Pentacles over the Ten of Wands comes, because they're holding back. Uh, so this shame might go a little bit deeper too. They may not be confident about something to do with the way they speak. They may not. It may have had a lisp they had to overcome, comes to mind, uh, or stutter, something like that, something they worked on to overcome. And it looks like they're spending a lot of energy, and this is kind of maybe generally the way they are. They seem to have to spend a lot of energy to keep themselves balanced. The Two of Pentacles, which generally I see as a very good energy. Two of Pentacles, I see this as someone who takes care of themselves, who makes an effort to everything, self care, to exercise and eating well and everything, to even to taking vitamins. It often speaks to someone that's used to a routine uh, in their life. Typically, in that case, it's going to be a positive routine, I believe, Two of Pentacles. Um, but with this, I think what they do is they keep themselves very busy, you know. And this is in their intellect, particularly, but I see them as being receptive. So they're not busy talking, they're busy listening and watching and reading, you know. So I think you're going to find that this is someone that knows a lot about a lot. They're someone's kind of eclectic, in their knowledge. Like they'd be really good at maybe this kind of game show that's about all kinds of different trivia or something, and be like, "What's the seventh highest mountain in the world? Mount blah 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 at so and so meters," and it's like, who the fuck knows that? Maybe they know that, you know. But I think with the Six of Wands, it's bringing some real passion into their relationship. I don't really look at a sun here yet, um, other than we got a fire moon, which doesn't say much. Maybe an Aries here. I see that's maybe why they're holding back too. Also, it could be something where maybe they've embarrassed themselves in the past by acting rashly. Yeah. And maybe it was kind of saying something or expressing themselves that embarrassed them. This would be something really bad. Like the kind of stuff that you hear about now goes on schools with bullying and cyber stuff. And in any case, like they've learned over time to kind of hold themselves back and be very more considerate about what they say. So now they're not someone that will burst out with their speech. That may be even what the speech thing was. And maybe even if they did have that in childhood, that's what it was. These things express our emotional feelings, and it was because there's some part of them that just felt like they couldn't speak because I'm not good enough, or they were shamed. Um, but this would be someone who's worked through this, and they have the judgment card here in their core values and lifestyle. So this is going to be someone that has a calling. So whatever they're doing, and you have the moon card here, I'm thinking medium. And we're in this kind of area where a lot of people are like this. But being in the lifestyle and core values here, it's not that something's hidden from them. I think this is someone that's really in touch with their intuitive nature. Um, so they may have like eighth house energy here. Um, with the Two of Pentacles, we could be talking about a Capricorn person. And I think Capricorn Venus too. Really feel Capricorn Venus strong. Um, but a Capricorn Venus is someone that's going to measure themselves against someone else. It's interesting I said that they might have been an only child, because that could be if you measure yourself against your siblings. Now, what this could have been, I'm sort of not feeling the father here. Maybe they measured themselves somehow against the father. That's the Capricorn Venus energy. but there's someone that would take love very seriously. One man, woman, one woman, man, that kind of thing. Um, but they're going to have fire Mars to go with this here. And it's got to be Sagittarius. I guess it doesn't got to be. It could be Aries Mars. Um, but either way, so Aries or Sagittarius Mars, a fire Mars. So really, I think the way it's going to come across, like in the bedroom, they're going to be very passionate lovers. Might be Aries Mars. Aries Mars is like you don't know if you're fucking or fighting for a few seconds. So if that sounds hot to you, it's what you're up against. But it's a good thing. Had that. It's a good thing for me. But I got Sag Mars. A Sag Mars is not as aggressive. It's a little more passive fire, if you will, than either I think a Leo or an Aries. But Sag Mars is mainly going to be wide open, you know. And I don't know if there's someone that would be wide open now that I think about it. So yeah, more like an Aries Mars. And an Aries Mars too, I mean an Aries Venus, an Aries Mars, yeah. So an Aries Mars too, they're going to want to take control of every situation. And that's what they want to do in the bedroom because it probably makes them feel secure. And again, not in a toxic way or something. So you might actually see them dominant. But I don't think dominant is not whips and chains. This is just like they're going to just bowl you over with how passionate and fast and it is. Like as soon as the door closes, so it's going to be like, it could be laughing. It could be laughter. And kind of they bring a joyful sort of vibrant, real fire energy to lovemaking, particularly. And in terms of the way they love, they're just going to want to take care of you, that energy of man or woman, you know. And there's someone that's never afraid to work at love. So you can kind of say to them, it's like, I think we need to look at the love language. It might be good work for us, and you might actually bite on that, that Capricorn Venus energy. So there's someone that, whatever they do, it means a lot to them. It's a calling. They were called up for this. It reminds me, I worked a lot with psychics and stuff, and a lot of the younger people that are really, truly talented, it's obvious from their charts, obvious from them. Um, I got that sense they were literally called up. They knew from a very young age, this is what I'm going to do. Um, and I think there's someone that in some way brings enlightenment to people with the moon and judgment. They guide people in terms of some deep level. Here, the moon being the unconscious, the I see all of the hidden things. So again, you could be working here with a working medium, a working psychic, someone like that, you know, or psychologist does therapy with people. Yeah. So let me know, guys, Virgo, what you think of this. I appreciate you giving me a like, thumbs up. Please feel free to comment. That just helps the channel if you comment. So if you want to say something, by all means, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And I do appreciate everyone subscribing. Thank you, guys.